Hey guys, one of the most famous stories in all Scripture, and one that we grab hold of and are calmed down by and get peace from, is let's see, Mark chapter 4, and we're going to start with verse 35. As evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let's cross over to the other side of the lake." So they took Jesus in the boat and started out, leaving the crowds behind, although other boats followed. But soon a fierce storm came in. High waves were breaking into the boat and began to fill with water. Jesus was sleeping at the back of the boat with his head on a cushion. The disciples woke him up, shouting, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" But Jesus woke up. He rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Silence, be still." Suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The disciples were absolutely terrified. "Who is this man?" they asked each other. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." It seems like lately, man, there's just been a lot. I don't know if Tornado Alley just changed spots. I think it went from one place in the United States and just kind of eased down and just started coming and maybe it moves back at some point, but I don't want anybody to have awful storms. I don't. And, even today, there was some news, and I don't know which day you'll get this Vitalmin, but today there was some news that some storms may be coming through some states, and we get the outskirts of some stuff, and may get some hail and things like that, and you know what I'm doing, guys? I'm just praying that those storms will turn into nothing but rain. I mean, honestly, and people say, well, somebody was hurt and this person was hurt, and then look, if Christians just need to start praying at this stuff. I mean, honestly, collectively praying that these storms become nothing. Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? Well, there was a story. I heard this one time that there was a man over in another country, and he was talking about this very story. And he got to the end of the story where it says, "Who is this man that can calm these storms?" And it's like just in awe of an entity that could calm these storms. And so he's talking to these people in this foreign country, and they are just shocked. And he begins to tell them, he says, God can calm the storms in your life. And they're like, whoa, 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 wait, we want to go back. We want to go back. You mean he calmed the storm? Like he actually stopped the waves and calmed all of that? That storm was brought to peace. He said, yes, absolutely. Jesus did that. He said, but remember, the point here is that Jesus can grab hold of you and can calm whatever storm's going on inside of you and what storm's going on in your life. And they said, whoa, 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 whoa. We want to talk about, you mean this God has the power to stop a storm on the water? And what they were trying to bring across, what they're trying to get across was they were in fact excited about the miracle that God could do, the physical miracle that God could do. Now, we could go on about how he can calm those storms. That when you think God's not listening, or you think that God may be not necessarily asleep, but you think that he's maybe tending to something else rather than worrying about what's going on in your life, then he gets up and he takes care of things. He loves his children. He's gonna, whatever you're going through, he's bringing you through. So he's there, and he's not gonna leave you. Rather, he's not going to abandon you. Okay. That's one thing, but we got to go back to what these when being in a foreign country, these people said, "Wait a second, you mean he did this miracle?" Guys, we got to start believing God can do miracles. We got to believe that. We got to believe in the miracles that God said he could do. And we got to pray for them. Lord, calm this physical, real storm. All right? We know you're going to do what you do. You control it all. But we're just asking you to calm it. It's okay. It's okay. The physical storm and the emotional storm, the psychological storm, whatever it is, he has the power to calm it. But let's believe that. Let's believe what the word says. Love you guys. Bye-bye.